here I'm gonna paint a Radha Krishna's portrait. This is my first time using acrylic. I really don't know how to use it, but hope to use it correct. Moving on to the painting, I first covered it with blue as the base and then applying dark shades. I've left some part of the nose and the lips so that I can highlight and color it later. I'm loving acrylic apart from charcoal. I'm gonna fill the eyebrows with the dark blue colors but not black, as I feel it would look better with the skin tone. Moving on to the neck part, I've really done a mess. I've erased it for about 3 to 4 and later it was okay but not that perfect. What I did was I used cobalt blue with black, which was really looking awful. First I'm gonna fill the eyebrows, the eyelids and then the eyeballs. I've intentionally left some part of the eyeballs so that I can give a sparkling effect without the use of a white paint, or you can use a white paint as per your preference. A tip here to blend the acrylic color so smoothly, just need a damp brush. Do not press it with the huge force as you will end up erasing. The next morning I've touched the lips part. I've filled it with cadmium red and then moving on to the tilak, red color on the tilak and then highlighting some of the parts of the face with the color white and also the chin. Proceeding on with the nose. Doing yellow on the jewelry part, covered yellow on the necklace and then on the tiara and then highlighting it with the white. Also adding brown and shading it with the color black. Moving on to the hair locks, I'm doing very thin strokes to paint the hair locks, as if I use the thick brush it would probably ruin it. And then I've planned to paint the feather part with total black, as I feel that green can easily cover it up. To be honest, I don't know if it can really cover it. I'm just using it as an experiment. As you all know, it's my first painting. Highlighting the hair with the color grey. I'm also using white to make it look more realistic. Not so necessary, but you can skip it if you want. It's 11:30 p.m. I've started painting the sleeves. First, I've painted it with the yellow, just like we did the mukut and the necklace. Then I'm painting the feathers using a very thin strokes with a very thin brush, just like we did the hair. Also, never forget to highlight the areas, which is very important for every painting to make it more realistic. As usual, I'm using white and light green to highlight the feathers. With this, our Krishna is patiently, successfully and finally completed. Moving on to Radha, same as I did to Krishna, I'm filling up the hair with black first, filling the forehead with grey to do detailed work later. To achieve the perfect skin tone, mix blue with same amount of red and yellow and also add white. Make sure you're adding the proper amount, otherwise you'll end up creating the wrong skin tone. This is not only for the skin tone but for every color you're making. Filling up the skin and then over sketching it with a pencil. Analyzing the painting, I decided to give Radha a dark and a cool undertone. I recolored it with a cool undertone and added new details. For a reason, I don't have the clips for recovering it, but I feel it's really difficult to make the perfect skin tone for every single time. I do struggle with it. This is what I felt the most difficult about acrylic colors. I gave a nude brown color on the lips to make it look more real, kept the eyebrows thin and sharp to match with the lean face, and finishing up the eyes with a subtle and a smoky look. Moving on to the neck part, as I told, I struggled to make the exact skin tone to perfectly match with the face, but thankfully the color I got was much similar to the face. If you ask me to make more amount of colors while mixing, then I'd say acrylic colors dries up very quickly, so this plan won't work. Now I'm highlighting the face with a lighter skin color. Later I'm planning to use white as a touch up to make it better. I'm filling the ears with the same color which I prepared for the neck area, darkening some part of it with the color black. Due to some technical issues, a few of the clips were deleted. I'm really sorry for that. You have to directly jump to the other step step. Here you can see I've already filled the jewelries with the color yellow, then I'm filling up with the brown, dark brown, and then finally filling up with the color black. But for now, we're leaving it here. I will complete it while doing the painting's touch up. Just like we did, it would undoubtedly look gorgeous on our dusky Radha. Just like we did with the Krishna's jewelry, then I'm covering up the sari with the color green. As you can see, I'm putting up all the necessary highlights and shades required in the sari. Not much work is left for the portrait to get completed. For today, we're ending it here. Next day, we'll continue with the highlights and all the necessary details. Looks like I took a really long break from this painting. I'm having cold. If you're having trouble listening, then please adjust. Starting on with the sari, darkening it with the dark green color and then adding highlights to the jewelries, also making the hair locks with the very thin strokes using thin paintbrush as always. Lastly, I'm touching up jewelry part and highlighting it with the color light and then touching up some part of the S. With this
Painting is finally completed.